Hi guys, welcome to my new video, and it's an update of the start of this year. I hope you all had a great Christmas and New Year as well. A bit sad that it's ended, but alas, a new fresh start for the new year, and looking forward to all the big releases. So basically this is all the things I've picked up in the last few weeks, including what I had for Christmas and my birthday, and all the stuff I picked up during the sales, because I went Christmas shopping a couple of days after Christmas, and it's just CDs now, vinyls, unfortunately. I just seem to be going down, not buying any vinyls. Like there just hasn't been anything that I particularly really wanted. Unfortunately, the things that I really want are Tori Amos, but of course they're ridiculously rare, and I'm just waiting to see if I can find a good deal on the internet. But so far, nothing else really, vinyl wise. But of course, CDs. I love buying my CDs, and this is all the CDs I picked up in the last few weeks. So we get started with the things I had for Christmas first. The first one is A Christmas for You from Phil Spector, and I absolutely adore this album. It's basically all the Christmas music I love the most. Even though I love British UK Christmas music like the Pogues, Paul McCartney, Shakin' Stevens, Wham. I love all those classic hits, but this just really does it for me. It's just got a really great sound to it, and I love all the vocals. I basically love all the songs on here as well. I've been listening to it on loop over Christmas and during Christmas Day. My favourite track is probably White Christmas by Darlene Love, but I also like Parade of Wooden Soldiers by the Crystals. That's one I don't really hear that often out and about. It's just a shame really that it's only suitable to play during Christmas, because I've loved it that much. I'm going to miss playing it until next Christmas, so that was a great present nonetheless. Next is 100 hits, greatest 80s classics. There's 5 CDs in here, and as far as I know, it's quite a good price considering there's all these amazing hits. There's quite a lot of a good mix on here. There's some cheesy stuff, there's some rock sort of sounding stuff, and there's some stuff from like the early 80s when it was more experimentation involved. What I like about this, so it's got Maria Vidal's Body Rock on this CD, and I absolutely love that track. It's probably the one I've been listening to the most. Things like Spandau Ballet, Tapao, Kajagoogoo, Dusty Springfield, Katrina and the Waves, Kim Wilde, Heart. It's basically a good mix really, so I do recommend this for any 80s beginner. Next is another compilation, Motown Anthems. I really am getting into Motown a lot. I know a lot of Motown songs already, but I just wanted to have like a compilation of big hits, and I had this for Christmas, and it's a great beginner's choice, I think. I've been listening to the first CD really. I've just started disc 2, but I've been listening to the first disc a lot, and a lot of the tracks I already know, but it's nice to go back and listen to them again and really hear the classic involved in it. Ones like the Marvelettes, Please Mr Postman, Smokey Robinson, The Miracles, The Tracks and My Tears. It Takes Two by Marvin Gaye and Kim Weston, which I love. Supremes, Four Tops. It's just great, and I love the artwork as well. It's just so snazzy, and just a great colour combination. Yeah, I do recommend this. And next is another compilation, and it's pure 80s. This was by the same person who got me the other 80s one, and I've done really well getting compilations this year. But it's basically very similar to the other 80s disc I showed you, except there's 4 discs in this. Things like Men at Work, The Bangles, Sade, Jennifer Rush, Sunita, Cyndi Lauper, Milli Vanilli, Survivor, Bros, Willie Nelson. It's just a good classic mix really. The artwork's really cheesy, but it's just fun to have in the car or something, or in your CD player. And that's compilations and all the things I had for Christmas. Now we'll get started with the things I've bought individually out and about. The first one is Chaka Khan, the Platinum Collection. I saw this in the Soul section and I really wanted to get more big Soul Diva CDs, and I thought this one would be a great one, and it was a good price as well. I think it was $2.99. There's 3 massive hits on this, which is I Feel For You, I'm Every Woman and Ain't Nobody. But there's also another track called This Is My Night, and that's really grown on me, and it should have been a bigger hit. It sounds like something that a lot of people would know, but alas, I don't think it was a big hit, unfortunately. So it's a great 80s sounding compilation CD with one big 70s hit, and I love the artwork as well, very very stylish, and yeah. Next is Tammy Terrell, the Essential Collection. I have a really big soft spot for this singer. Unfortunately she died when she was really young, which was a big tragedy. She sang a lot with Marvin Gaye on the big hit It Ain't No Mountain High Enough. And she never really had any massive hits, but I really wanted to buy this because I saw the artwork and it looked beautiful, and I thought maybe she's got some really decent songs, and yeah, this CD has got some really beautiful Motown sounding songs on here. Nothing really that you would hear unless you live in the America, which is probably where she was had more recognition for solo work. So it's a good thing for me to buy this because it's just another way to discover even more Motown goodness. And yeah, she's truly missed, and she's absolutely stunning to look at as well. Next is Keisha, Sound of a Woman. I really do love this artist, ever since she released Hideaway nearly a year ago, I think it was. And I couldn't wait for the album because I absolutely loved her second single, Giant in My Heart. I actually prefer that song to Hideaway. And I just couldn't wait for the album to come out. And then she released the third single, which was No Enemies, which unfortunately was a bit of a flop, considering it was just as good as the previous 2 tracks. And I got the album. Unfortunately it flopped, but it's just a great house album. It really does remind me of the 90s, really classic 90s sound. And the artwork's really good and mysterious as well. And she's a good dancer as well in her music videos. And yeah, I'm enjoying this. I'm going to listen to this a lot more. Hopefully there'll be a 4th single, and that should hopefully be a big hit than the last one. And it's just a pity really, because I thought this was going to do a lot better. But yeah, I'll support it nonetheless. Next is Fleetwood Mac, Tusk. I bought this not too long ago. Because I had Rumours and Tango in the Night, I really wanted to try and fill the gap in between there. And what a better way to start with Tusk. And I think this is actually Mick Fleetwood's favourite Fleetwood Mac album he's ever made. There's 2 discs on this. The first disc is the actual album, and the second is bonus material with demos, roughs and outtakes. So it's a really good CD to have for like a collector or someone new to Fleetwood Mac. It's got some beautiful artwork inside as well, and a little little biography on the album itself, how it was made, with quotes from the actual band and some beautiful photos like this one. Absolutely love that photo. It's hard to believe how old the album is. It was released like 35 years ago, I think. So yeah, a fantastic album. I've only listened to like mainly the singles. I have listened to the whole album, but not enough for me to be fully recognised with. I just know mainly the singles like Sarah, which Stevie Nicks just sounds absolutely beautiful on there, and also Storms and Tusk and Think About Me. Yeah, beautiful artwork as well, very simple, very stylish, and I just cannot wait to see them this year. This year, it's just amazing. Not till June, but it'll be worth the wait. So yeah. And on the same day I also picked up another Fleetwood Mac album, and it's Behind the Mask, which was released in 1990, I believe. This was released after when Lindsey Buckingham left. So I think this has. I haven't listened to this one yet, but I know that the reviews aren't as good as the previous albums, but it's still Fleetwood Mac, and I think I'll probably really enjoy this album nonetheless. And again, some beautiful pictures inside. So one thing I like about this album, I think this album had really good artwork on there, and the booklet inside is quite stunning. Some of the photos, you can tell it's a lot more newer than Rumours or Tango in the Night. So I'm looking forward to that one. I'm going to listen to Tusk a bit more first before I go on to this one. But I really would like to get Mirage as well. Unfortunately, it wasn't there the day I picked them up. I would have wanted that one as well, but it wasn't there, so maybe next time. Next is an artist I'm beginning to get really familiar with, and I'm really enjoying his music, and it's Bruce Springsteen. And I've got the Essential Bruce Springsteen. This was the only Greatest Hits album in the shop, which was in a reasonable price. There was also one with about 4 discs in there, but it was about £30, and that was a lot. So I ended up getting this one. It's got 2 discs. I've been listening to the second disc mainly because it has the Born in the USA singles on there and the 80s stuff, and I really am enjoying that. Like Born in the USA, Glory Days, Dancing in the Dark. Also love Tunnel of Love as well. That's a fantastic, beautiful song. Has a nice booklet inside, few pictures and a bit of a talk about Bruce himself. And yeah, I'm really enjoying this. I'm definitely going to try and get Born in the USA as well, the actual album, because I know that album has a big legacy. So, but I'll be listening to this a lot more, and yeah. And here's a CD I ordered yesterday, and I've been getting into their music a lot recently, and I know that a few people recommended this artist to me. So I finally gave in and got the Greatest Hits from Sade. Love the artwork as well. I think the reason why I've been getting into a lot lately of them, because it's a group as well, is because I've been listening to Smooth Operator a lot recently. It's on one of my 80s compilation albums, and I really wanted to research into them. I know that Your Love Is King as well. That is a big, massive hit. So I knew that one, but also some of the other tracks like Hang On To Your Love, which is absolutely beautiful to listen to. Jezebel, Is It a Crime? So I'm still very familiar with it because unfamiliar because I only had bought this yesterday. But so far so good, and it's a lot better than what I thought it would be. So greatest hits to get started with. Next is Bette Midler, Betty of Roses. I ordered this, I think it was last week, and it came a few days later. So basically this was released in 1995, before she went a bit quiet. And what I love about this album is it has a very good mix of songs on here, different sounds. Some of the tracks sound a bit more rocky, some sound a little bit more country, and even a little bit of R&B, just a tiny bit. I've been listening to the first half, and it's really, really great. My favourite track is In This Life, which is a cover version, done by a male singer, I forgot his name, but it is absolutely stunning. It's actually become one of my favourite Bette Midler songs because I've been listening to it on loop again and again. It's just so beautiful. The melody, the instrumentation in the background, sorry, and the vocals. It's even better than Wind Beneath My Wings, I think, in my opinion, anyway. So you might want to check that out. It's called In This Life. Lovely artwork as well. It's just absolutely divine. Yeah, fantastic. So yeah, really am enjoying this. But from buying this and listening to it and really enjoying it, it made me want to buy another Bette Midler one, and it came this morning. So I can't wait to listen to it, and it's Some People's Lives. And I know that this one is one of her most iconic albums, and a lot of fans really enjoy this album. So I'm going to be looking forward to this one. Excuse me. I only have one track on here, and it's Spring Can Really Spring can really hang you up the mouse. Sorry, I'm not with it today. And that is on my Best of Bette Midler CD. That's a beautiful track, and the artwork is just, it's just absolutely gorgeous to look at. It's very natural, but it looks like the sun's setting right in front of her, and yeah, it's just amazing. Yeah, really can't wait to listen to this one. So and that was a good price as well. Next is an artist, a band, well really, who I've been listening to a lot recently, and made me want to get this CD from HMV. It's Sushi and the Banshees, and it's the album Juju. Basically, I've always wanted this album, but I just never ended up buying it for some reason. I need to get the first few albums because I'm missing quite a lot of Sushi albums, and I really love Susie and the Banshees. And there's a new greatest hits coming out soon, and I know that this one is a fan favourite in the discography of the albums, and it's released 1981, and it has the single Spellbound, which I didn't really care for at first. I thought it was a little bit irritating, but I've grown to love it, and it's just amazing. Not their best, but I really am loving it. And there's an even better single on this album called Arabian Nights, which is amazing. It's the track I've been listening to the most. I also like Halloween as well, because I like the way she sings Trick or Treat in the track. It's worth checking out. And I love the artwork as well. Quite creepy, but you know, that's them for you. This is actually the reissue, and it was released a few years ago. So I really am enjoying this, and I really want to try and get the other albums next to it, like the first one, The Scream and Kaleidoscope. So yeah. And the very last CD is Grace Jones, The Compass Point Sessions, Private Life. I've wanted this for a while, but every time I went into HMV to look at this, it was £13, which was quite a lot, really. And I knew I could get it cheaper, but I went into HMV again a few weeks ago, and I just looked through the Grace Jones section, and this was low down to £8.99, and I thought that seems a lot more better, and I bought it in the end. And it's basically like loads of long versions and dub versions, and basically a random mix, really. Yeah, it says it's previously unreleased, and previously unreleased songs and versions, because they've got little stars next to the track listing, and it tells you if it's been released or not. It's got 2 CDs in there. It's got some beautiful artwork inside, really good high quality photos of Grace from like the album Evers. I'll just go through. It's got some good information as well, and that one there, I love that photo of Grace. So it's quite essential for any collector, really, Grace Jones. So I haven't listened to this yet. I've just been listening to all the other CDs, so this one's waiting a little bit. Cannot wait to listen to it though, because of course I love Grace Jones. I was nearly going to get Nightclubbing on vinyl as well, but it was £23.99, and I think I can get it better online. So it's not me being tight, it's just that I like to try and get things at a good price, and then I can buy even more as well. So that is it, everyone. I hope you all had a great Christmas, obviously, and yeah, thanks for all your comments on my top 5 albums of the year. Yeah, just great lineup of albums, I think. So that is it. I hope you're having a good week as well, and let's start with 2015 in a positive way. New music. So that is everyone, and speak to you soon.